swept away, swept away. I'm cornered in the cold where you left me. Left again, left again.
Let's talk about the different power stages that I went through when I first started van life. When I got into the van, I had no way to plug in anything that had like a standard wall plug. All I had access to in the van was a USB plug on the stereo on my dashboard to charge my cell phone. That was it. I used to go into coffee shops every single day, plug in my laptop, have my coffee, charge up everything I could. Like I had everything I needed plugged into everything at the coffee shop. But it worked. Why? Because when I started van life, I had a huge debt. I don't have the debt anymore, but I had a huge debt. That was my main priority, was to just get rid of that stuff out of my life. So I kept everything so freaking simple. Then after a while, going into the coffee shop started to be a pain in the butt. At that point, I picked myself up this little tiny 100-watt inverter from Walmart. It's got a standard wall plug in the front and a USB on the front. This thing, it worked, piece of garbage. The fan inside there is super noisy, it was annoying. But it got me through the first 6 months of van life with just this. So when it comes to flipping an expensive bill getting into the van, you don't have to. Get in the van with the bare bones and basics and work out what you need for power as you go. Jump into some cheaper options from the very beginning. Unless you got the cash to throw around and you know what you need, throw it around now. But I didn't, so this was my start. And around that point, I started to pick up some battery banks like these. They're just generic battery banks with some USB plugs and stuff on the front. These were super cheap from Amazon. I picked up multiple different ones. Some were good, some were bad. We're not gonna get into that in this video. But these got me through for when I was charging outside of being around the van, you know what I mean? And the good thing about these was they were cheap. Bad thing about them is some of these things take over 5 hours to charge. So when I'd go to like the coffee shop, they took for freaking ever and barely even got like a quarter of a charge during a piece of a time that I was there, which was super annoying and made them highly inconvenient for living in the van. I didn't have solar, I didn't have any little way to charge these devices. Even the ones that come with the solar panels on the front never really worked very well. They'd have to be on your dashboard for days for it to do anything. And then I had a friend of mine who had a 55 amp hour deep cycle battery. I'm not gonna move the camera right now because it's nice and propped up, but it's a smaller deep cycle. 55 amp hours is not very big, but it does the trick 100% in my van. And I didn't know I needed power until I got that thing. Because I now have power in my house, I now have plugs in the back, I charge my laptop, devices, everything I need is in the van. I got lights. I never had those kind of luxuries for the first year in the van. And everybody kept telling me, you need this stuff, you need it, how do you live without it? And I'm gonna tell you, I lived a year without anything big like that. My biggest power source was this. Literally, here's the power source the first year in my van. I could fit it in one hand. That's it, this. 1 year. Just before 1 year, I got my deep cycle, so pretty close to a year. After adding the deep cycle battery to my world, my power needs increased. It's true. And I think what it is when you don't have those luxuries, you learn to live without them. Once you start acquiring those luxuries, your power needs go up. And the more you want to plug stuff in, the more you want to buy. So the Optima Deep Cycle battery just freaking worked in the van. But there was also other conveniences, like my power needs outside the van. Because I do a lot of stuff on my computer and you're in places like this that are freaking amazingly beautiful, what do you do when you're out there and your laptop dies? So you guys have seen the last little while, Jackery has sent me out this little portable battery. Great little battery. And it's been awesome because if I'm at a picnic table and my laptop dies, I don't gotta go back to the van. I just grab the battery, go out there, plug it in and finish all my work. Super, super convenient. And I was always so confused about the whole batteries and solar and all this other kind of stuff. So having that Jackery option, hold on a second, I'll move my camera here, hold on. So this is the little Jackery battery that they sent me. It's a small little lithium ion. It's called the Jackery 240. Right now it's connected to the Jackery 50-watt solar panel. They have sent me through these things to check out, and I never thought I would be the kind of person to be adding solar and stuff to my life. But having something as simple as this, when I'm hanging out of the van doing whatever I need to do, enjoying my day, can leave this sitting somewhere, sitting anywhere. Right now this is pointed directly at the sun, well, while the sun's out. The main thing I like about this solar panel is the simplicity of this whole thing. It's got magnets that hold it shut, comes with a great little carrying case, and a zipper on the back for cable management, so you can keep all these things out of the way when it's stored. It's got a handle on the top. And what I thought was super cool is you don't need the battery in order to use the solar panel. If you're looking at just charging devices via USB or USB-C, you open up the panel, that little green light turns on to show you that it's getting electricity or sunshine, and you plug your devices in and you can charge it directly from the panel. And using it on your device, you got red and black, red and black. Connect the red to red, black to black. Pop that in the sunshine, and boom, you got power. Sitting in full-blown sunshine, we're at 20 watts of power coming in. Oh yeah, I'm cool with that. Right, buddy? Nobody wants to see that part of you, buddy. You're cute and all, but your disco parts can stay where they want to stay. I'm talking to you, homie. Look at you like the boss. You're the boss. You're drooling on the battery. Pulling 9 watts of power, and when I plugged this in, probably about 30 minutes ago maybe, it was at 52%. Now it's at 59. And we're talking about, you know, November weather. The main reason why I wanted to make this video for you is to kind of show you everything that I went through. I'm not one to fuss and stress about things, so I don't want you guys to worry about starting van life, especially if you're on a budget. You can start it cheap, you can start it simple, or you can make it big and bold and as much as you want. You can throw a whole roof full of solar, run multiple batteries in a bank with a solar charge controller and everything else. Or you can go as simple as adding a small little portable power unit with a portable foldable, like, with a foldable solar panel, and make your life super simple and super easy. All depends on the kind of person you are. Some people want to bolt things to the roof and go extravagant, but then other people like me don't want to do that kind of stuff. I like my portable option, and I like my little ones I have in the van. It all just freaking works for me. But keep in mind to what I said at the beginning. It wasn't until I added the bigger power source that my power needs increased. I survived with something as simple as this, and at the beginning, if I knew about the little portable power unit with the foldable solar, I would have gone that option, because I didn't want to bolt things in the van and run cables and make it confusing. Van life's supposed to be easy. That was badass. That was like a same van as mine, but jacked up 4-wheel drive. Whew, that was awesome. Anyway, guys, I don't know if this video helped you guys out at all, but links to some of that stuff I talked about are going to be in the description of this video. And if you have any questions about anything that I've said in this video, please ask away. If I don't get to the questions right away, hopefully somebody else in my comments can help you guys out. Thanks for watching today. I love you guys to freaking pieces. And if you feel like supporting the channel, you guys can come visit us on Patreon. We try to post there every single day to keep everybody a little bit more connected to us. I love you guys. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.